Hi, we're back. Now we've gone through pretty much the whole sequence of these videos, and the last one really is about settling down, doing a little hip opening and preparing for a little bit of meditation and shavasana. So let's sit up nice and tall, and if you need blocks under your knees, or if you need more like a blanket or two underneath your pelvis to get upright, please do so. So you can really sit with your knees below your hips. That's the ideal. Now we're going to come into a stretching of your right leg out to the side and bend your left knee like so. All right, so the idea of these seated poses is to be able to soften here in the front of the groins. So our whole practice is about the foundation and the spanda, and our final relaxation part of the practice and the seated poses are really about softening again and opening to grace. So we've worked on a strong foundation, we've worked on our foundation, our pulsation of our energy, and now we return to the first principle again, open to grace. Now I'd like you to try on purpose tensing these muscles. So kind of lift your knees slightly, tense these like tendons that connect the leg bone into the hip socket, and then relax. Do it a couple of times. So you get used to finding that relaxation. Tighten and relax. One more time. So I lift my knees a little bit and then relax. And once I can get it soft, then either sitting upright with this soft tissue, or if you can, you roll, you turn the pelvis up and over the femur bones. So the femur bones are now solid, straight. They're not moving, not straight. They're stationary, but the pelvis is moving over, is turning over that pelvis. And I'm moving right in between the two legs, a little gentler version of the Janu Shirshasana. Now I'm engaging my muscle. We just worked on some core strength. Get long in the torso and deepen your breath. This is a beautiful practice to do right before meditation. So if you just want to do this and go into your meditation, it's a perfect little warm up for that. So when we do meditation, we need to have our energy grounding into Mother Earth. Inhale, come back up, and let's just gently go to the other side. So straighten your left leg, bend your right knee. If you need some support under this knee, if this is up, you put a block under. Remember to tighten and release. I tighten and then I soften and see if I can move the pelvis over those stationary legs. And breathe. Muscle strong. You start to bring your hands in front. If you keep the soft tissue right in the front of that hip crease. Lengthen your spine so you're not rounding and tilting your head down. You're lengthening the spine to come over and hollowing the belly. As you get deeper into the forward bend, there will be a rounding of the spine, but it should be more uniform. It shouldn't be like big rounded portion in one part of the back. Wonderful. One more breath. Feel a nice stretch in that hamstring. Inhale, come on up, and then bring both legs out to the side. Now, some of us are quite bound here, so you can bring your legs a little closer together, knees and toes up towards the ceiling. Try to soften in that front hip crease. If you're super tight in these muscles, you put your butt against the wall, pelvis on the floor, feet out to the side, lying against the wall. It's another way of doing this with gravity. So tighten and relax. See if you can get the pelvis to tilt forward. I like to put my hands here and squeeze my hands with my legs. That's that spanda, that drawing in. And then you exhale, extend out through the legs and see if the pelvis will come a little deeper. Inhale, you tighten, hug into the midline, and then release. One more time. Upavishta Konasana, those that are a little more open, come a little further apart. You can hold for several breaths here. Keep lengthening, trying not to round the back too much. Nice uniform curve all the way through. And then inhale, come on up. Let's do a little side stretch. You can do the side stretch here by the pelvis. Those of us a little more open, bring the arm on the inside and side stretch all the way over. For those of us who are a little tighter, put the hand on a block to support And lengthen both sides of the ribs. Energy in, and then out through the legs. Get really long. Inhale, come on up. Let's try the other side. Side stretch, use your blocks as high as you need them. Get long in the bottom ribs as well as the top ribs, all the way up and over. Reaching from that core back into the first principle. As we work through the different layers of awareness, the physical body, the breath body, relaxing the mind, letting the mind rest in the breath. Inhale, come on up. We prepare ourselves for relaxation and meditation. Shake the legs out. Let's cross the legs again and see if sitting upright's just a little bit easier. Feels a little more free here in a twist. Take your right hand to the outside of your left knee and twist to your left. Look over your shoulder. I'm twisting the ribs. Pelvis still faces straight ahead. Spine nice and lifted. You don't want to collapse here. Lift up. And back to center. Back to center. Let's make sure you get that big side stretch again. Lift up and over. And other side. Making space between the pelvis and the rib cage. Now we're ready for our relaxation, our meditation. So sitting up nice and tall, index finger and thumb touching. And Shin Mudra. And let the eyes close. Feel free to adjust your posture at any moment. Begin to watch the movement of your breath as it moves in and out. As the pelvis sinks down into Mother Earth, the spine rises easily upward. The heart blossoms like a beautiful lotus blossoming in the sun. The root of the lotus is dug deep into the darkness of Mother Earth. There's a yearning to reach towards the heavens. It happens spontaneously from within. We rise upwards. The vessel of our body connects heaven and earth. Feel the whole length of your spine, your pelvis sinking ever deeper, and your crown rising upwards. Can you release a little more tension? Watch the movement of your breath. Ever so slightly lift the corners of your mouth. Focus on the heart chakra, the center in the heart energy center in the center of the chest. See a warm light blazing there, radiating upwards and down, filling the room with your light. Whatever is covering that light today begins to dissolve. Resting your mind in the ends of the breath. They're said to be portals into the vast, boundless presence within. Rest in the breath. Let's meditate. You may remain in seated meditation or stretch out for Shavasana.